My pleasure is to have known this next young lady for decades. I think decades.
Probably
right?
25 years?
Yeah, probably. And I don't know, was I children's pastor to some of your kids?
You
or
were,
I was.
yes.
Okay, so yeah, right on this property. And so Deborah Stricklin Ministries. This is interesting, guys. Deborah Stricklin Ministries exists to impact the world for Christ through equipping and discipling. DSM seeks to provide marketable skills, quality education, and knowledge of the gospel. Okay? But not like in Sumner County. Where is it, Deborah?
In Pakistan.
Oh, of course. That's it.
Yes.
Let's go somewhere easy. Let's go somewhere easy. What, Pakistan?
So in Pakistan, a lot of the women, young girls, young women, are put in very compromising situations. Either they are working in maybe a Muslim family's home as a housekeeper or in a brick kiln, and they're in a very compromising situation. And so we give them the ability to be part of our sewing centers. They come for 6 months at a time, and they learn the trade of sewing as well as get the gospel and Christian knowledge as they continue to grow in Christ. A lot of them come to know the Lord through the sewing center and then are baptized. And then when they graduate, we give them a sewing machine and they can start a business of their own so they can stay out of those compromising situations.
Yeah. So when you go there, you see people working in these brick kilns, right? They're making bricks. And how old are the people that work in the brick kilns?
They can be all ages, and including small children.
Little children.
So they follow their parents into the brick kilns, and it's like generational slavery. And so in order to help the children, we have 2 children's schools that we've started in 2 of these brick kiln villages that didn't have school for the children at all. And so we started schools. And we have about 350 kids between these 2 schools that we started. We employ teachers, principals, school workers. We actually had the opportunity to purchase the land and the buildings that these schools are now housed in. And we also have a school of ministry for men and women, and we train them to take the gospel out into outlying villages. And we have about 65 people in our school of ministry right now, and they're taking the gospel out and starting churches. So we have 18 villages that have house churches started by our school of ministry students that are growing so large now that we're getting ready to find a way to build some church buildings in those villages.
Amazing. So and when you go to a third world country, then you get a perspective, because the church and I've been to Africa 3 different times, but it's really no different than in this kind of country, because the church doesn't just become a spiritual place, which it should be, of course, right? But it becomes a place to help with medical issues,
Yes.
to help with financial needs sometimes, to help with, every time I've been to Africa, it's never not happened where somebody in a church that we've gone to help or help plant or whatever, somebody in the church will come up to you and say, "Can I have your shoes?" What? Yeah, can I have your shoes? Because this is their shot. Somebody with shoes is there. It's their shot. So, that church is important because it becomes a center for those people to get out of the situation they're in, and so that's
right.
That's why you're kind of a hero, kid.
Well, I don't see myself that way. Just following the Lord, doing what He's asking.
What's your favorite story? What's your favorite outcome?
Oh, goodness. I think right now, actually, we are in the fundraising for what we call Christmas in Pakistan. And that is, we box small presents up for the children who have never received a present before in some of these brick kiln villages. And our School of Ministry students will take the presents out there, hand them out to the children, and then adults gather and they can tell them the story of the gospel. And it is a beautiful opportunity to share what Christ has done for them.
Yep.
And so we have even our schools, our children in the schools, they also do Christmas programs and things like that. So we're raising money right now to do Christmas in Pakistan, and that is a huge outreach.
So, yeah, hit that QR code, look up Deborah Stricklin Ministries. There's such depth. There's such depth to what happens when you see what's going on in these countries, and you see hope. You see hope happen. And, hopeless is one thing. And some of us have all felt it sometime. But to know that that's what your life is, wow. And what she's done and what she's done with, again, if you think, I'm 7 and I'm going to work in a brick kiln the rest of my life.
Yes.
What? And now here's a chance. And
That's
a
right.
chance to learn how to read, and a chance to learn how to write, and a chance to learn how to go to school, and a chance to learn how to do all kinds of things. So, hey, you know what? Hit that QR code, like I said. Go text 2024 thanks, or that's all one word, 2024 thanks, and to 53555. Or like I said, go on to the Actors Point page, hit the 2024 thanks Give-a-thon, hit the donate button. It's going to give you a menu of who you want to support. Okay? And guess what? Tell your friends. Tell your friends. So, thank you, Debbie.